It's hard to believe that a car that started off as a Golf Mark 1 with a boot tacked onto the back has evolved into this. A sleek and sophisticated sedan that is so large and in fact so imposing that sometimes you might think that it's the larger Passat. What it is a sedan for grown-ups, and it's just undergone a series of updates. There was a time when compact sedans such as the Jetta easily outsold their hatchback siblings, but times have changed and those sedan buyers have moved on to compact SUVs, while the sportier hatchbacks have increased in sophistication and commensurately in popularity. Besides, as we've already pointed out, the modern-day Jetta has become a larger and more mature machine. You could be kind and call the Volkswagen Jetta sleek and streamlined, or you could be more critical and call it conservative. Either way, the update is focused on giving it a more distinctive appearance, and most of the changes are up front with new daytime running lights, a revised grille and a different bumper with a revised air intake. The back, the treatment more crisper and new taillight clusters as well. But the changes are more than cosmetic. This car is 10% more efficient from an aerodynamic point of view than previously. That's important because of the growing demand for more fuel-efficient cars and the lower operating costs they promise. The Jetta may be relatively large, but its sleeker aerodynamics and its use of smaller, more advanced engines both reflect an efficiency-driven execution. Step inside the updated cabin, however, and it's space and comfort that take centre stage. The changes to the cockpit are aimed at adding an element of elegance and sophistication to the Jetta. Instruments are all new, there's a multifunction display in the centre, and there's a lot of detail, accents and finishes here to make the car feel more upmarket. For most people though, the most important element remains the same, and that's the interior space. Accommodation is roomy both front and rear, while the execution is elegant and luxurious. The fluted leather upholstery, soft-touch surfaces and brushed metal accents all point towards a more sophisticated treatment than expected, while the list of comfort and convenience features is comprehensive, extending from electric windows and mirrors, central locking and cruise control to touchscreen infotainment with Bluetooth connectivity. The boot offers 510 litres of cargo space. It might have a crisper exterior and a smarter cockpit, but the oily bits under the skin of the Jetta remain very much the same. So what we have here is a 1.4-litre TSI engine. It's supercharged and turbocharged, maximum power an impressive 118 kilowatt, together with a torque peak of 240 newton meters. And in this instance, the only transmission choice is a 7-speed DSG dual-clutch gearbox. The Jetta's underpinnings are as sophisticated as the engine that powers it. The front suspension features an independent McPherson strut-based configuration, while the rear layout favours a fancy 4-link independent system instead of the more usual torsion beam. The ride feels nicely calibrated, thanks to decent damping that irons out bumps and dips without compromising composure. However, the steering could do with more life and luster. At 1,380 kilograms, the Jetta is a lot lighter than its substantial dimensions would suggest, which allows a power-to-weight ratio of 86 kilowatt per tonne. Not surprisingly then, in straight-line terms, this car is frisky. The 0 to 100 acceleration time, 8.3 seconds, top speed, a very useful 221 kilometers an hour. But perhaps the most impressive aspect of the car is just how responsive it is on the move. Any doubts about the 1400 engine's capabilities are quickly dispelled. The seamless integration of supercharger and turbocharger allows a linear power delivery with almost no lag and tenacious tractability. The DSG gearbox makes extracting the best from the TSI mill even easier. As a result, it's hard not to drive the Jetta with a measure of verve, which might explain our average consumption of 8.4 litres per 100 kilometres compared to the somewhat optimistic combined cycle factory figure of just 6 litres per 100 k's. To be frank, it's difficult to get excited about the Jetta despite the fact that it's just been updated, and that's mainly because compared to its Golf stablemate, it just looks large and imposing and even conservative. However, There is another side to this car because the 1.4 litre TSI engine is much more enthusiastic than expected, and it works well with a quick shifting DSG gearbox. The result is a car that's quite engaging to drive. And let's not forget that it's very spacious, very comfortable, and even upmarket inside as well. All of which means that there's more to this Jetta than meets the eye. A punchy and responsive twin-charged engine, a slick dual-clutch gearbox and a chassis delivering comfort and composure form a competent foundation for a sedan that also has class, comfort and elegance on its side. Add loads of space and plenty of standard kit and this Jetta is still an excellent choice for family motoring. Don't expect the excitement of a sports sedan though.